Most cat owners think they're doing everything right. And honestly, you probably are most of the time, but there are 12 things that seem completely harmless, even loving, that are quietly working against your cat every single day. Some of them you did this morning, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to stop doing and what to do instead to earn your cat's trust. Let's start with the one most people never question. 12. Forcing affection when they didn't ask. You see your cat, they look soft, calm, perfect. So you reach out, pick them up, pull them close, and hold them because you love them. But here's what your cat feels. Pressure. Cats don't show affection the way we do. They choose it. When you force a cuddle, you're skipping the one thing cats care about most: control. And over time, something subtle starts to happen. They stop coming close. They start avoiding your hands. Not because they don't love you, but because they've learned that closeness isn't safe. 11. Staring into their eyes too long. You lock eyes with your cat and hold it. To you, it feels like connection. To your cat, it feels like a challenge. In the wild, direct eye contact without breaking it is a sign of tension, a warning. So every time you stare without softening your gaze, you might be sending the exact opposite message of what you feel. Instead, try this. Next time your cat looks at you, slowly blink and look slightly away. If they blink back, that's not a coincidence. That's your cat saying, "I trust you." 10. Never introduce a new pet without a proper transition. You bring home a new cat or dog and figure they'll work it out. Sometimes they do. More often, you've just placed a bomb in a world your resident cat considered completely safe. Their territory, their resources, their entire sense of security, all suddenly shared with a stranger. A proper introduction takes days, sometimes weeks, separate spaces, scent swapping before any face-to-face contact. Gradual exposure. It feels slow. Your cat trusts you to keep their home safe. Don't break that trust. 9. Interrupting their sleep. Your cat is curled up, peaceful, still, and something in you says, "I have to touch them." So you wake them up, but here's what's really happening. Sleep is the only time your cat fully lets their guard down. It's when they feel safe enough to be completely vulnerable. When you interrupt that, you're not just waking them, you're breaking that sense of safety. Do it enough times, and your cat starts choosing harder to reach places. Higher shelves, hidden corners. Not because they don't love you, but because they're protecting their peace. 8. Playing the wrong way. You grab a toy, shake it in front of them, and they just stare at you like you've lost your mind. That's not laziness. That's boredom. Cats aren't built to chase random movement. They're built to hunt, stalk, pause, pounce. When your play skips that sequence, it stops feeling real. Make the toy act alive. Let it hide. Let it escape. Let it almost get away. Because when your cat finally catches it, that moment, that's not play. That's fulfillment. 7. Being loud around them. You slam doors, raise your voice, play music loudly. To you, it's normal. To your cat, it's chaos. Cats live in a world of subtle sound, tiny movement, soft signals. So sudden noise doesn't just annoy them, it puts their nervous system on edge. And a cat that feels constantly on edge never fully relaxes around you. 6. Ignoring their NO signals, your cat flicks their tail. Their ears shift back slightly, their body stiffens. They're talking to you, but most people don't listen until it becomes a scratch or a bite. And then they say, "My cat is aggressive." No, your cat was patient. You just missed the warning signs. The truth is, cats rarely go from calm to attack instantly. They escalate. Slowly. If you learn those signals, you'll avoid almost every negative reaction your cat has. 5. Moving their food and litter constantly. You change their feeding spot. Move their litter box. Rearrange their favourite corners. To you, it seems minor. A small tweak here, a little shift there. To your cat, it's a world turned upside down. Cats rely on consistency. Predictable routines make them feel safe. The exact placement of their food, water, and litter isn't arbitrary, it's part of their sense of control over their environment. When things change without warning, it creates stress you might not immediately notice. And stressed cats don't always shout or scratch. Sometimes, They just quietly withdraw. They stop interacting, hide more often, or lose interest in things they used to enjoy. Respecting their space and keeping routines consistent isn't just convenience. It's a key part of making your cat feel secure and loved. 4. Punishing them for natural behaviour. They scratch the couch, knock over a glass, jump onto a counter they shouldn't. So your first reaction is to yell, or grab a spray bottle, or shake your finger at them. But here's the problem. Your cat isn't being bad. They're being exactly what they are, cats. Scratching isn't destruction. It's maintenance. Their claws need care, and their instinct drives them to mark territory, stretch, and strengthen muscles. Jumping onto high surfaces isn't defiance. It's instinct. Cats explore vertically to stay alert, survey their environment, and feel in control. Punishment doesn't teach them the behavior you want. It doesn't explain why you're upset or what they should do instead. All it teaches is fear. Fear of you, fear of their surroundings, fear that safe, normal behavior will trigger anger. And fear breaks trust. A cat who fears you might stop approaching, stop playing, stop showing affection, or even hide for long stretches. Instead of punishment, guide them, provide scratching posts, offer alternative climbing spots, redirect without anger. That's how you teach without breaking the bond you've worked so hard to build. 3. Not giving them space. You follow them, pick them up often, call them constantly. It feels like love, but cats bond through space. Not constant interaction, but the freedom to choose interaction. When your cat walks away, that's not rejection, that's regulation. Let them go, because the more freedom they feel, the more they come back. 2. Ignoring small changes in behavior. Your cat sleeps somewhere new, eats a little less, acts slightly different. It's easy to ignore, but cats don't change behavior randomly. Small changes are often the first signal that something is wrong. Health, stress, discomfort. And because cats hide weakness, these small signs matter more than anything obvious. Pay attention early, or you'll wish you did later. 1. Breaking their trust without realizing. This is the one that matters most. Trust with a cat isn't built through one big moment. It's built through hundreds of tiny ones. Every time you respect their space, every time you wait for permission, every time you understand their signals, you're building something invisible. And every time you ignore those things, you chip away at it, slowly, quietly, until one day, your cat still lives with you, but they don't choose you anymore. Because here's the truth most people never hear. Your cat doesn't need you, they choose you. And everything you do every single day determines whether they keep choosing you or slowly start pulling away.